The global geopolitical landscape has undergone a substantial shift in recent years, leading to renewed conflict, shifting alliances, and unprecedented security challenges. The rise of the Houthi rebels in Yemen and their ongoing conflict with Saudi Arabia have generated a significant security dilemma for the United States, specifically within the crucial maritime thoroughfare of the Red Sea. Despite being the world's foremost naval superpower, the U.S. Navy has discovered that it can't easily suppress the Houthi rebel movement. Confronted with different challenges and limitations, the U.S. Navy is in the midst of an intricate strategic battle that carries significant implications. To unravel this complex matter, it's essential to understand the core reasons behind the U.S. Navy's difficulty in controlling the Houthi rebellion. Looking beyond the apparent naval might, there are a series of substantial challenges and setbacks that have been hampering their efforts. The Houthi rebels, originating from a minority Shia faction, first gained international attention in 2014 when they seized control of Yemen's capital, Sana'a, overthrowing the government and plunging the country into civil war. Seizing the momentum, they have continually posed a significant threat to the security and strategic interests of their key adversaries, including the United States and Saudi Arabia. The US and Saudi Arabia are known allies, deeply concerned about the Houthi rebellion's potential impact on the region's stability and safety. Their approach to the Houthi issue is underpinned by a broader effort to counter regional Iranian influence, a main supporter of the Houthi cause. This critical stance has translated into a myriad of military and diplomatic initiatives aimed at halting the Houthi insurgency. The U.S. Navy, in turn, has played a pivotal role in implementing and enforcing these strategies, seeking to quash the Houthi rebel movement while safeguarding vital trade routes and alliance interests. However, despite the U.S. Navy's considerable strengths and capabilities, they remain unable to completely curb the Houthi threat. This is as much a story of asymmetrical warfare, resource allocation and strategic priorities as it is a straightforward military tale. To begin with, while the U.S. Navy undeniably boasts superior weapons, superior training and an unparalleled fleet, it isn't designed or positioned to navigate the complex and ever-changing challenges posed by the Houthi insurgency. The rebels are known for employing small, agile vessels, their tactics relying on swift, surprise attacks, a scenario starkly different from the large-scale naval engagements the U.S. Navy is primarily designed for. On top of that, another consideration that limits the U.S. Navy's effectiveness is the intricate nature of the Red Sea. Unlike wide open ocean environments that provide plenty of room to maneuver, the Red Sea is a confined waterway, presenting challenging navigating conditions, especially in the crucial Bab el-Mandeb Strait, where most of the confrontations between the U.S. Navy and the Houthi rebels occur. Furthermore, it's vital to acknowledge that the U.S. Navy's contingent strength in the region is affected by strategic and political factors. While the U.S. has maintained its Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain since 1995, the Navy's assets have fluctuated based on broader regional challenges and U.S. administration changes. This is illustrated by the Navy's repeated deployment of its sea assets to meet rising threats, only to move them away when tensions decrease. These fluctuations have had significant implications in terms of strategic continuity and the sustained pressure it can apply on Houthi insurgents. The nature of the U.S. alliance with Saudi Arabia further influences its response to the Houthi threat. Since 2015, the coalition has been fighting a bloody campaign against the Houthi rebels, aiming to reinstate Yemen's internationally recognized government. While the U.S. has supported the Saudi-led campaign, it has avoided direct military confrontation with the Houthis. This limited response has, in part, been influenced by the international community's concerns about the high human cost of the Yemeni conflict. The dire humanitarian situation, coupled with the Houthis' sporadically credible threats to international shipping and growing missile technology, has only heightened the complexity of the situation facing the U.S. Navy. The Houthi arsenal, financed and supported by Iran, also plays a significant role in the challenges faced by the U.S. Navy. Iranian missile and drone technology have allowed the Houthis to conduct increasingly sophisticated and dangerous attacks against international shipping, further complicating the Navy's mission. To conclude, the U.S. Navy's difficulties in stymieing the Houthi rebellion go well beyond its impressive naval might. They are rather a consequence of the complicated, asymmetrical nature of the conflict, the challenging maritime environment, the constantly fluctuating power plays between global and regional actors, and the growing influence of non-state actors in a region historically shaped by state-level power dynamics. As the situation continues to evolve and transform, it's clear that the U.S. Navy faces a tough battle in the Red Sea, one that may require novel strategies, focused diplomatic efforts, and a broader international consensus to ultimately resolve. However, it is also important to remember that the Houthi threat should not be perceived in isolation or unilaterally assessed through the prism of naval dominance. The larger context of economic realities, political calculations, broader power rivalries, and the human cost of the conflict all play critical roles in shaping the approaches of the U.S. Navy and its allies in addressing the Houthi rebellion. Therefore, effective solutions will likely require a multifaceted and multinational approach, leveraging both military and non-military means of influence and intervention to bring about lasting peace and stability in the region. As the global community continues to search for lasting solutions to the Yemeni conflict, the U.S. Navy, true to its reputation, will adapt and evolve in its strategies and tactics, striving to effectively meet and contain the maritime challenges posed by the Houthi insurgency, while steadfastly navigating the complex and combative waters of the Red Sea. The dynamics of conflict and resolution are difficult to predict, but what is certain is that the U.S. Navy's commitment to its regional and international obligations will remain pivotal. It will continue to confront and navigate the peculiar challenges posed by the Houthi insurgency with military prowess, strategic flexibility, and a constant focus on promoting and safeguarding regional peace and stability. As this analysis shows, the reasons behind the U.S. Navy's struggle against the Houthi rebels are bound to a complex interplay of factors, each demanding careful consideration and respect for their associated nuances. They're a testament to the evolving nature of maritime conflict and the profound impacts it can have on global order and security. As we now stand guided by an improved understanding of the U.S. Navy's battle against the Houthi insurgency, we realize that there is still much to learn about the intricate dynamics of maritime warfare, the complexities of regional politics, and the human cost of conflict. This understanding broadens our horizons, pushing us further towards considering and devising critically important and innovative strategies that respond carefully to each unique setting whilst simultaneously safeguarding fundamental principles paramount to the seamless functioning of the international system. While the current situation may present complex challenges, the mutual desire for peace and stability, among various stakeholders at home and abroad, serves as a beacon of hope. Constructive dialogue, combined with carefully calibrated military and economic strategies, may yet pave the way for a peaceful, prosperous future in the Gulf of Aden and the larger Red Sea region. As the dust settles on our analysis, we find ourselves gazing upon a picture painted by a multitude of varied hues. The vibrant blues of the Red Sea, the stark whites of diplomacy, the resolute reds of conflict, the optimistic golds of potential resolutions, and the soothing greens of renewed stability. As the story progresses, the colors blend and merge, engaging in a dance that symbolizes the intricate interplay of states, non-state actors, ideologies, policies, and values, each jostling for supremacy and survival in this most critical of arenas, the realm of international maritime security and stability. The narration isn't a secondary perspective, as, neatly composed, it continues to play a central role in influencing human perceptions, opinions and policy choices. And it's within the complex world of maritime security that narration becomes of utmost importance, a lifeline guiding ships through the stormy seas of conflict and beyond. And so, we find ourselves returning to the first strokes of the narrative canvas, the world map, which, unfurled, unwinds, and distorts to accommodate new shifts and switches in global order and impact. There may be challenges, there may be obstacles, but never let it be said that there aren't numerous opportunities to engage in multilateral cooperation while safeguarding and preserving shared common values and objectives. In the grander scheme, narratives cash the role of conferring an immeasurable advantage, a capacity to orchestrate reasonable, respectful peace, and to better articulate shared strategic aims and objectives between allies and adversities alike. A world of probabilities largely rests on the foundations of multifaceted, inclusive passageways of interaction. By continuously pooling the collective ingenuity of global stakeholders, we can plan and execute a granular calibration and operational response that speaks directly to the on-ground realities present in the immediate neighborhood of the Houthi insurrection in Yemen.